Hello fellow Star Wars fans, I hope all has been well since our last comic review. Today, in our next installment to the Luke Skywalker storyline, our heroes travel to Cloud City in search of Luke's lost lightsaber. And remember that this comic book series started just after the events of The Empire Strikes Back, so these first few issues, in my opinion, are basically trying to tie up loose ends. I also want to reiterate there are a few major plots this comic is currently focused on. The first being the search for Boba Fett, the bounty hunter that took on Solo. Second being what's the next move for the Rebel Alliance since the Empire broke their security codes, and Luke's journey on becoming a Jedi Knight. Okay, enough with the recap, let's get into this. The opening scene to Destiny's Path Part 3 starts out with the Imperial Star Destroyer Tarkin's Will, commanded by Captain Zara, destroying elements of the Rebel fleet who are at the moment in disarray. The Tarkin's Will's current objective is to track down any and all Rebel cells in the Mid-Rim, and with this victory the grip on the Alliance is becoming all too apparent once again. On these opening pages we get our first deep look at the Empire and their operations post-Yavin 4. After the battle, Tarkin's Will sustained minimal damage, and repairs are being made by Zahara's new second-in-command Lieutenant Gore. During his briefing with the commander, she acquaints Lieutenant Gore with the history and construction of the vessel. Commander Zahara recollects the accounts of the destruction of the Death Star, stating that it just wasn't the Death Star that was destroyed that day, but nearby ships as well. One of these ships, called the Fortitude, was struck by a piece of debris and was to be scuttled. However, when Darth Vader gave Commander Zahara the task of tracking down and destroying the Rebel fleet, she chose this ship to become a symbol of resilience and vengeance of the Empire, so she made it the task force's flagship. She handpicked its crew, individuals who lost friends and family due to the Rebel incursion. With this crew and ship, she vowed to get her revenge for herself and the Empire. Here we see our first antagonist besides Darth Vader, Commander Zahara. She is full of drive, conviction, and vengeance. I can't wait to see how she develops as a character as the comic progresses. Over in Cloud City, our heroes try to sneak in past the Imperial perimeter, patrolling the city. Lando suggests Luke's lightsaber may be located in the automatic collection system near the wind tunnel that he was rescued at. The automatic collection systems, according to Lando, filter out mechanical debris from normal trash, so there is hope of finding it there. Now that a plan is in place, they must get past the aerial perimeter to enter the city. However, Leia is hesitant that Lando can smuggle them in. Here is Lando's true test of loyalty to the rebellion. Will he turn Luke and Leia in, or will he help? Shortly after entering airspace above the city, an escort ship promptly appears to verify the identity of their craft and mission. Here we see Lando using his charm and influence to bypass the guards, but it doesn't work. Well, not fully anyway. Luke, under fire, rushes in. Becoming overwhelmed, Lando deploys his secret weapon, an administrator code to deactivate the turrets. With the turrets finally down, our heroes land, but to an unwelcome surprise. The eluded escort ship finds where they landed and push their advance on the heroes and into a Imperial patrol. So here in the past few pages we have seen a lot of action, which is absolutely awesome to see. The artwork is so well done, with the colors of the explosions and laser firing being very realistic. Also, the flow of the encounter is, again, well done. There didn't seem to be any gaps in the skirmish, which was very nice to see. Our heroes defeat the Imperial patrol and then make their way inside the city. Each of them split up by themselves to deal with their own respective issues, like Luke finding his lightsaber, Leia going to figure out the carbonite chamber to eventually release Han, and Lando to rescue Lobot. Luke returns to the site of his encounter with Darth Vader, only to find that locating his lightsaber will be a little more complicated than he thought. Lando manages to find Lobot, who at the moment is tied in with the main computer. He releases Lobot from his restraints and proceeds to leave, unaware what the disconnection does to the city. The disconnection prompts the gas, which is called Tabana, to be released back into the atmosphere, which isn't good. You'll have to read this page's excerpt on the city's processing of the gas, it's quite fascinating. However, for time's sake, I'll skip it for now. With the release of the gas, the city's Imperial Command Officer, Captain Tanch, dispatches troops to multiple locations. Leia finally finds the carbonite chamber. However, since the order by Captain Tanch was issued, stormtroopers find her and stun her. Not knowing who she is, the stormtroopers encase her in carbonite to be shipped to a detention facility. Here at the end of issue 3, we see Leia encased in carbonite, Luke still searching for his lightsaber, and Lando and Lobot dodging stormtroopers throughout the city. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed the content. I tend to post a new review of comics every few days or so be on the lookout. Thanks again, and may the Force be with you.